Virgo, what does the week ahead hold for you? Well, the cards had a lot to say. So Virgo, if you have recently made a decision of some kind, and that's recently in the last month or two, Spirit wants you to know you are on the right track. You are on the right path. And what you've decided to do, or what you're about to decide to do, is going to bring you a truly magical outcome. So you are going to see amazing things unfolding because of this choice you're making. And it may be an unconventional choice, meaning it's not something that you ever necessarily saw yourself doing. Like, it's not part of your master plan as a Virgo. And you might be afraid of change. You might say, I'm not sure, I want to do this. Is this the right thing? Kind of that fear of doing something different. And the cards are saying, no, it is the right thing. Like, that innovative thing you want to do, that thing that's a little bit different for you, that you're being called to, that is what's meant for you. That is the right path. And it is the thing that's going to bring you the magical outcomes. So if you're fearing that, if you're resisting that a little bit, the cards are like, hey, put away that fear, put away that resistance, because at the end of that road is a huge celebration with you and your friends. And it's so funny because I was just telling one of my friends this weekend that my dream is to have a party on a yacht with my friends and family for my 50th birthday. And she's like, you could totally do that. You could totally do that. And this is that vibe. This is party on the yacht with your friends and family for your significant milestone, whatever that is. That is what is at the end of this path that you're starting on or have started on. So just know, if you're afraid of change, you're not going to get that big outcome without doing something different, Virgo. You have to do something new. You have to do something new and exciting in order to get that exciting outcome. And we're also seeing a huge amount of emotional and financial fulfillment from this path. It's literally wishes come true. And so here's the girl. Look at this card. She's there. She's looking in the scrying bowl with her eyes closed, and her future self is looking out, kind of cheering her on, saying, yes, do this. You have no idea the rewards you're about to get if you do this. So Virgo, that's you. This is that very emotionally, spiritually, and financially fulfilling future outcome for you. You can see it in the water, and you can see it in the cards. It is waiting for you, Virgo. So make sure that you stay brave and stay stepping forward into that new future. But it's not going to be without its obstacles. That's okay. There's going to be challenges. I almost see this card was giving me kind of like friendly competition vibes. And so as you, move forward on this journey, again, it's not going to be completely smooth sailing. You will hit some little bumps and, again, maybe even some competition along the way. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that it's the wrong thing to be doing. Those are just normal obstacles. But you've had so much hardship in so many areas of your life, sometimes you don't even know what's a normal obstacle anymore. So that's why the cards want you to know, no, these ones are going to be just normal little thingies. Don't even worry about them too much. And we also got this card, preparations come to fruition, Netcaster. So it's almost like the cards are reminding you, hey, you know what works for you. You know, Virgo, that being prepared works for you. So even though you're embarking on something that's a little bit of a different flavor than what you're used to, and you're being brave and trying something new, still bring in the skills that make things work for you, Virgo. You plan, you prepare. That preparation is what makes you win against that competition we talked about. Nobody can out-prepare you, right? So lean into that. Even if you're doing something that's outside your comfort zone, bring in the things that work for you as you move into this kind of new realm or new world for you. As you take these risks, bring in what you know works for you. And we also got the Eight of Pentacles, which is mastering your craft. So if you're trying something new, if you're working in a new field or a new area, again, that preparation works for you. And also remember to focus on learning everything you can about this new area, right? Like if you're doing social media or if you're creating content, again, just do all your preparation, learn every single thing you can, and master your new craft, Virgo. Because again, you win by preparing, and you win by learning. So the cards wanted to remind you of that. We also got something really, really interesting coming out. You may lose some things along the way. You're walking a new path, and not everybody and not everything is meant to walk that path with you. So just know that when you do walk a new path, it's like when you grow spiritually, not all your friends can come with you. They're not on the same journey. It's kind of the same thing. Like as you move into this era of success and into this new field, not everyone and not everything can enter this new space with you. So just be prepared that you might You might lose some things along the way, right? And that's okay for them, and that's okay for you. What you're doing is so important to your future and so important to your destiny. Keep your eyes on that and mourn the loss of, some old things that don't serve you as you move forward. We also got the Empress reversed as well as the Empress upright. So we got the Empress reversed. In this case, Virgo, you may be tempted, currently or in the near future, you may be tempted to overly depend on other people. Maybe that's going to a lot of people for advice, that's getting a lot of opinions, maybe you're crowdsourcing your decisions, you know what I mean? So the cards are reminding you, Virgo, not to give in to that. And it's so interesting because you normally think of Virgo as kind of like self-sufficient, independent, but in some way, you are or will be tempted to do this where you, again, lean too hard on other people. There's a dependency there. Maybe you think that you need to wait for somebody before you can do something. And the cards are like, don't wait. Don't be dependent. Like, this is time for independent Virgo to show up. And don't be afraid to be independent Virgo. Don't be ashamed of that. I know a lot of times people give Virgo a bad rap for that quality, but again, that is what works for you. This is the time to leverage what works for you. And preparing and being independent, that is the time for that, all right? We also got the Empress upright. And the Empress upright is reminding you that abundance and prosperity are yours for the taking. So in this reading, Virgo, getting the Empress twice, reversed and upright, you are the Empress in this case. You are the creator of abundance and prosperity. They are meant for you. And don't be afraid to step into that. Don't be afraid to wear the crown, right? Don't be afraid to sit on the throne. Because sometimes, Virgo, it can, oh, really, me? You know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe. But in this case, no, Spirit wants to remind you, you are that girl. You are the Empress. You can generate this abundance. You have all the skills you need. You just need to not be afraid of change and not be afraid of trying something new. And remember to do what works for you, Virgo, because this life is meant for you. I also asked the cards for just how to get unblocked. You know what I mean? Because again, we're doing something innovative. We're taking risks. There's some warnings about obstacles and challenges and about not being too dependent. So I specifically asked for a card to show us how to get unblocked if we're feeling like we don't know how to move forward. And what's interesting is we got the Artist. And so Spirit is reminding us to channel our creativity and lean into our artistry in some way in order to get unblocked. And again, if you're doing something new and innovative, maybe this is something specific you need to do for that new path, or maybe this is just spending some time creating without needing to have an outcome or a product and just enjoying the creative process to get your juices flowing. And that's actually what's going to get you unblocked in terms of this new thing that you're trying to do in your life. I hope that makes sense. If not, let me know and I can do a follow-up because again, it makes sense in my head. Okay, so what are your signs, Virgo? Like, what are you looking for? You are looking for stars. And in this case, just like you're the Empress, Virgo, you are the star. You are about to be the star. Like, you're about to manifest all this amazing stuff. You're going to be the star of the show. And it's time to be okay stepping into the limelight. And the other thing to look out for is the Scythe. And I thought this was really interesting because we just got that message about cutting out what doesn't serve you, and you're going to have some losses. Not everything is going to be able to step into this new future with you. And the Scythe reminds us to cut out what doesn't work and to, leave behind what doesn't serve us. And then also we got Letter. So look for a letter. I'm actually getting look for a communication to support or reinforce your new path. Something related to your new path. You will be getting an email, some mail, some sort of communication notification. All right, I need to go faster because we're running out of time. Okay, your number's 404, mind energy. Focus your mind's energy on your intended outcome. Do not focus your energy on, negative thinking, negative self-talk. 1133, crossroads. You will get to a point where you're kind of questioning, am I going down the right path, trying this new thing? The cards are saying, yes, use your intuition, but also remember what this reading was saying. That is the right path for you. 345, personal power. You have the personal power and strength to create the changes you desire in your life. Don't be afraid of change. You have the power. 345. We also got 6, balance. Remember to find balance, in this case, Virgo, between work and play, between perfectionism and good enough. Virgo, find some balance as you move forward into your new world. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. It's going to be amazing.